All right, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Albert. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about the OKTA certification, being a six-figure certification. Those of you who don't know six figures starts from I think $100,000 all the way to maybe like $900,000 a year as a salary, right? So that is the six figures for you. And in America, most people make like $50,000 to $60,000 a year if you have a degree. So a lot of people with first degree makes between like $50,000 to $60,000 a year. If you are fortunate and then you make, let's say, $75,000 to $80,000 a year, then that is great for you. All right, so now let me talk a little bit about the OKTA certification. So the OKTA, I'm sure somebody might ask me maybe, hey, well, like, what is he talking about? OKTA, what is OKTA? So OKTA is an identity provider. They are currently in the security space providing management for organization, protecting users' identities and also access to resources. And they are also in the single sign-on business, helping organizations to integrate different applications together and also allowing users to get access to those applications. Basically, OKTA provides an environment for, I'll say, it provides an environment for organizations to integrate third-party applications into OKTA so that the users in the organization can get access to those applications without any hurdle, without any password or anything like that. So normally single sign-on protocols are implemented on OKTA so that the OKTA engineers or the IAM engineers can create policies and then allow the users to get access to applications. So I don't know, but if you go to any company, sometimes they will assign some applications to you. Like when you start a new job, they will assign some applications to you, and then those applications, when you click on those applications, it takes you directly to the application without the application asking you for a password or username or anything like that. That is a single sign-on protocol, and OKTA does that. And currently, OKTA is the leader when it comes to identity and access management. They recently introduced their the OKTA privilege and access. I think privilege and access management services recently. So they have been in the system, I think, since 2012 or 2014. I forgot the date. But yeah, currently they are the leaders in the identity and access management space. And IAM is part of their cybersecurity, so it's part of security. And now their certifications is one of the most sought after certification currently in the job market in terms of identity and access management. I think from there, I think SailPoint also takes over. Is it? Yeah, I think either SailPoint and then SailPoint, Pink Federate, and I think One Login or something like that. I think recently Savient is also picking up like that, but OKTA all the way. All right, so the OKTA certification is a six-figure certification. I'm going to show you a video, a proof of it, so that you see. And I'll tell you a story why even I decided that I was going to get my certification in OKTA. After getting my skills so many times with the company that I was working for, I remember that it got to a time that I had to, I started applying for a different job. One day I was there when a lady reached out to me on LinkedIn and told me that there's a job opportunity that she can see that I fit the role that the requirement that the job is that the job has listed. So she want to reach out to me and then talk. So I said okay. So she sent me the job description, look at the job and everything. It was something that I can do. It was an OKTA engineer that they were looking for, and I said, yeah, I've been doing this over the years, so I can do this. And then when I said that, she said, okay. And then she reached out to I sent her my resume. She reached out to the recruiter, to the hiring manager. The hiring manager asked her to ask me whether I have the OKTA certification. So she asked me and I said no. And she told me the hiring manager said that if I don't have the OKTA certification, then there's no way that I can even get an interview. So I said, what? And to be honest with you, that was very sad. Some hiring managers will want the OKTA certification. And yes, I understand the reason why you want the OKTA certification, because the OKTA certification proves that yes, you have experience, you have the skills to do the job. Whenever you take the OKTA certification, you will do the hands-on. So it's not just about just going there, just doing the multiple choice. No, you will do the hands-on practicals to know that yes, you know what you're doing before OKTA will give you the certification. So it's not just an easy certification to pass. It's not an easy certification to pass. So when you get that certification, then you're on your way into the six-figure zone. So I think that yes, and I asked the recruiter how much they're paying for that job role, and she told me that they are paying $150,000 a year. And I said, wow, bro, can't you do something about it for me? And she said, well, she's sorry, no, she cannot do anything about it. I said, wow. So I think from there, I decided to quickly, I registered for the OKTA Certified Professional Certification. I wrote it and I passed. And there was another job that I remember I did an interview. They were paying $110,000 a year. Even though I did not get that job because of something that happened, which is not my fault, but the thing is the company. So from then I've been searching on searching jobs. Currently I'm working as an IAM engineer, but I've been searching for jobs, not to apply, but no, searching for jobs and see how much how much companies are paying for the OKTA certification. And somebody reached out to me on YouTube, and then the person told me to do a video about the OKTA certification. I said, okay, fine, then I'm going to do a little research about that. So that's the reason why I decided to search the job market again to see how much OKTA is, how much the companies are paying for the OKTA certification, or the skills that are needed to be an OKTA engineer. And I can tell you on the fact that before I even got before I started my new job, I did interview for an OKTA role, and I can tell that all the roles they were paying, even some were even paying $200K a year, and they needed the OKTA certification. There was one that they needed the OKTA Certified Administrator certification. So normally it doesn't really matter, but when you have the OKTA Certified Professional Certification, you can still get a job that's a six-figure job. The most important thing is that you have the skills to do the job, because when you go for the interview, they will ask you practical questions. With the OKTA certification, with any OKTA role, whenever you go for an interview, the questions that they're going to ask you, they are all practical. It's not about what is this, what is that. No, they will ask you about practical questions. So when you have the skills, it's very, very important that that whenever you go for an interview, they ask you practical questions, you are able to answer those questions. So that's one. Now, when you look at the job market, and I'm going to show you right now, when you look at the job market right now in the identity and access management space, you can see that they pay between, I think the least amount that I've seen is, I think, between $90,000 all the way to $200,000. Some of them are more specific. They want an OKTA engineer. Some of them are kind of more open. Maybe like they want somebody who has the OKTA certification, or have the sale point certification, or somebody who has the Pink Federate certification, or One Login certification, or the Savient certification, or something like that. So that is how the job market currently is. But if you are trying to get into IAM, now I have to also let you know that IAM is different from being a security engineer. IAM engineers are not well, I would say that they're not secure. Well, they are all in the security field, but just that it depends on the job function, right? It depends on the job role, maybe the job that you're performing. But normally, IAM engineers, they focus on identity and access management. The security engineers also focus on something else, right? But the IAM engineer is a more focused role. So you are going to focus on creating users, assigning application to users, creating groups, and also adding users to groups, configuring some more authentication protocols, and also integrating third-party applications into an identity management tool, like let's say Pink Federate or Okta or something like that. And the other thing is that you're going to you'll be creating workflows to help with lifecycle management, and at the same time also be doing documentation and be managing APIs and other kind of stuff. So it depends on the tool that the company has gone in for. That will determine the work that you're going to do. So if you are going to work as an IM engineer and the company is requesting that, well, you need they want somebody who have Okta skills, then it means that you're going to do a lot of stuff with Okta. So I'm going to just advise you that if you are going to the IM space and you are looking for a certification, then I will recommend that you go for the OKTA certification, because they are paying, huge sum of money for that skills. If you have the Okta skills, and since it is also security, is very, very important for every company to protect their identities and also the resources of the organization. So if you got those skills, then you are already in the six-figure space. That's what I can tell you. So I'm just going to show you some of the jobs, right? Some of the jobs on LinkedIn and I think on Indeed, and it's for you to see how much they are paying for the Okta skills or the Okta certification. So this will not be a long what we call it. This is not going to be a long video, just a short video, just to let you know that the Okta certification is a high value certification, and you must get it. All right. Okay.
All right. So right now, I'm at the Okta certification website. So when you look at this screen here, here is the Okta certification web page. So basically, when you come here, you are going to see all the Okta certification that they have. I think that Okta has 5 certifications. So the first certification is the Okta Certified Professional certification, and also they have the Okta Certified Administrator certification. They have the Okta Certified Consultant. They have the Okta Certified Developer, and then they have the Okta Certified Technical Architect. Now, there's something about this Okta Certified Technical Architect. I'll talk about it later. Sorry. So now, when you look at this one, the Okta Certified Professional, this certification actually is the beginner certification. But with this beginner certification, you can still get a job, a 6-figure job, if you have this beginner certification and the exams. And one thing that I like about the Okta certification is that, about the Okta exams is that Okta has two types of exams. One is multiple choice exams, and then one is a hands-on exam. So one exam is a full multiple choice. The other one is multiple choice plus hands-on. If you ask me which one you should go for, I will tell you to go for the multiple choice and then the hands-on exams. All right. So the Okta Certified Professional certification can give you a 6-figure job, and we're going to look at it, because whenever you take the Okta Certified Professional exams, you are going to get a lot of experience on the Okta dashboard or the Okta tool. You'll be getting a lot of experience that you will need to help the organization that you're going to work for. So the most important thing is that after getting the Okta Certified Professional certification, you have to also learn other things together, right? But that is the beginner's foundation, the beginner's certification. The other one, the advanced one, is the Okta Certified Administrator. Now, when you get this certification, you become the Okta Administrator or Okta Engineer. You can do a whole lot of stuff. When you take this certification actually it has a lot of hands-on, because as an Okta Certified Administrator, you'll be doing a whole lot of things that if you take the Okta Certified Professional training, you'll not be doing. So, for example, with the Okta Certified Administrator, you are expected that you know you know how to configure workflows, you know how to integrate third-party applications into OKTA, you know how to set up automations in OKTA, you know how to monitor and audit their audit the OKTA logs, and a lot of things that are that comes with it. At least you should also know how to teach users on how to use the OKTA as a tool. So as a certified administrator, you should know how to configure the OKTA FastPass. You should know how to implement policies on OKTA, like password policy, MFA policies on OKTA, right? Now, if you have the OKTA certified professional certification, this one, you should also be able to do that, right? That is what I'm saying, that it depends on you. For me, let me tell you, when I got the OKTA certified professional, everything that an OKTA certified administrator could do, I could do it, because I built my own home lab, and then I have my own OKTA account that I use for my trainings. So after getting the OKTA certified professional, I decided to go a little bit further, and I studied most of the things that the OKTA administrators do, almost everything. And then after that, I wrote the OKTA certified administrator. Before I wrote the OKTA certified administrator, I knew everything that the OKTA certified administrator, what they do. So if I should go and then open up this certification portal for you to see, it will tell you what they do. So with the OKTA certified administrator, it says that the administrators are technically proficient at managing the OKTA services. They have extensive knowledge about how OKTA enables advanced user lifecycle management scenarios involving mobile devices, security policy framework, support SSO options, and advanced directory integration for cloud and on-prem systems. Now, advanced directory integration could be integrating Active Directory into OKTA, but normally this one is not done in the OKTA certified professional certification. When you're doing the training, you don't do the integration with Active Directory or the LDAP integration. You don't do that. You do this whenever you are taking the course for the OKTA certified administrator. So administrator use the OKTA policy framework to control user access, understand how to map identity attributes and data transformation using the universal directory and troubleshooting issues. So yes, before I took this, I had already learned how to do all those things, and I was doing it. So the OKTA certified, the exams is based on the OKTA Identity Engine platform. Experience performing OKTA administrative activities needed to do well on these exams. So as you've seen, this is what the OKTA administrator does. They have the experience in managing the OKTA tool or the OKTA environment or the OKTA service. So when you take this one, you will still be in the 6 figures zone. So let me go back. Yes. So this is the exams. No, I'm not looking for exams. Let me go back to the certification. All right. So when you take any of this, if you take this one, the OKTA certified professional, the OKTA administrator, OKTA certified consultant, any of this, you'll be in the 6 figures zone. This is a certificate that push you to the 6 figures zone, that you can make a lot of money when you do this. But I know that somebody will be like, so can I just go ahead and then just do it? Well, before you can do this, at least you need some experience. You need a normal, IT support experience, right? You have to know how Active Directory works. You have to know how Azure Active Directory works, because most companies are going to integrate those services into OKTA. So if you don't know Active Directory, there's no way that you can become an OKTA administrator or as an OKTA engineer or something like that. At least you should know some things about Active Directory, the normal IT support, knowledge. before you can go in. And then, but to be honest with you, if you want to become just an OKTA certified administrator, yes, still you will need some experience in single sign-on, in authentication, authorization, and identification. So those three things you have to learn, because they are all part of the IAM policies. So you need to know what is an identification. You need to know what is authentication. You need to know what is authorization. You need to know how single sign-on protocols works. You need to know what is a SAML, what is an OpenID, what is a scheme. You need to know federation and all those kind of stuff, right? In order to become an OKTA certified administrator, or to get into the six-figure zone. So just by taking the certification and not having the experience will not get you the six figures. So you need to have the skills and experience, and you don't need a degree. And I want to tell you this: you don't need a degree to take this course or to take this certification. You don't need a degree. You don't need a degree to get to take this certification. So that is the first thing that I have to let you know. You don't need a degree in order to pass this certification. The only thing that you need is time. For me, even though I have these two certifications, every day I study 2 hours every day. Every day I study 2 hours studying OKTA and studying IAM, because that is my field. And sometimes I also study AWS a little bit, because I'm also a certified AWS solution architect. So, and I study a lot. So every day I study anything that has to do with my job. I am 2 hours every day. I study. I have my own home lab built, and I'm going to show you a video. I've done a video on how to build a home lab to study, right? And I'll give you the what do we call it? The things that you are supposed to do in order to build a home lab, and some of the websites that you can go and sign up for tools so that you can study most of the things, right? So yes, so that is it. Now, these are the certifications from OKTA. To be honest with you, if you ask me, have I applied for a job in OKTA? Yes, I've applied for jobs. I went to the OKTA careers. I have applied for jobs, but with OKTA as a company, I don't know why I always get rejected. But it is what it is. So when you have this, yes, I have to also let you know, if you get this certification, does not necessarily mean that you have to apply for the jobs at OKTA, the OKTA career site. No. A lot of companies use OKTA. A lot of companies are looking for OKTA engineers, so it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to work at OKTA. To be honest with you, yes, it was part of my dream that one day I'll get opportunity to work at OKTA, but just because I did not get that does not mean that I shouldn't apply for jobs at other companies. So if you are fortunate and you get a job at OKTA, fine, but it doesn't necessarily mean that when you get this certification you have to start applying for jobs from at the OKTA career site. No, a lot of companies will show you. Now, a lot of companies will show you their job openings, and then you can go ahead and then apply for those jobs. I'm going to show you when you come to the OKTA career site. Let me see if I have there. If I can see it from here, the OKTA career. Let me see why OKTA. It should be here. Career site, career page. Product. All right. So let me show you the current job openings at OKTA. The current jobs openings at OKTA. Let's go to this link. All right. So here, from now to January 33rd, 2020, apply for an OKTA learning grant target at unemployed tech workers. All right. So this is the OKTA career page, and these are the jobs that are currently on the website. So when you look at their career page, this is what the current openings, and that's a lot of jobs. That's a lot of jobs, but most of them are not in the United States. Most of them are in India, and then I think Poland. All right. So when you come to the OKTA career page here, and let me tell you something, none of these jobs, I don't believe that all these jobs pay like 80,000. I think they are all in the six-figure zone. So starting from the business technology, they have the data analyst, intern. This is not what I'm looking for. This is senior engineer, service now, and it's in India. Let me just go and then pick only United States. Let me just pick only United States. All right. Okay. Perfect. So we have the United States jobs. So here we have the staff technical program manager, business technology security. If I click on this here, let's look at what they are looking for. So they are looking for 8 years of project and program management experience in cloud and SaaS environment. So Palo Alto Networks, Zscaler, these are what the requirement that they're looking for. And the qualification is to get a security certification, CISSP, CSSP, CISM. So yeah, this, you need experience in what you bring to the role. Okay, that is VM workspace experience. All right, so let me check the other ones too. Let's go to the security side. Hold on a minute, let me check something again here. When you look at the product manager, customer identity, OKTA on OKTA, when you come here, look at what you're looking for, understand development project and work closely with development teams, ensuring best practices, and then own, write, and review requirement with business partners, product analysts, and engineers across OKTA, negotiate detailed requirement and solution design trade-offs, lead and writing of user stories and acceptance criteria. Now, when you come to the qualification, this is the most important part. It says that 5 years experience in technical or business or IT roles, specific experience working with development teams utilizing secure development lifecycle process, 2 years experience working with customer identity deployment, advanced knowledge of general industry, IAM concept and best practices relating to customer identity. And then here you see that most all these jobs knocking. Now when you come down here, this is the salary. The annual salary range is between $158,000 to $221,000 US, right? And then the San Francisco is $175,000 to $245,000. So this particular job here, let's look at the responsibilities. It says that set and implement a roadmap for OKTA own implementation of OKTA Identity Cloud for all businesses use cases, partner with your product counterpart in the customer identity cloud product organization to influence their roadmap based on OKTA own needs. So this job here is paying where is it? Okay, it's paying, what did I say this? Yeah, it's paying $158,000 to $221,000. Wow. All right, let's look at another one. So this is the OKTA website. So we have engineering staff technical program manager. This one, I think they are looking for somebody who is a US citizen. Staff security engineer, senior software engineer, staff software engineer, technical program manager, intern. Let me see if I can get, I'm looking more on the security side. These are all HR jobs. All right, so let's come to the security side. So the security here, we have the enterprise security architect, IAM. So here is what you will do: review current security architecture, plan and build target state security architecture for OKTA product and services, ensure OKTA security strategy is aligned with business objectives, what you bring on the job. So 10 years of experience in information security with a focus on security architecture, identity and access management, industrial certifications such as CISSP, CISM, bachelor's degree in computer science. If you don't have the bachelor's degree, it's not really that important. you can still apply. Strong knowledge of cloud security, AWS, Azure, and proficient in security frameworks and standards such as NIST, ISO 27001, PCI, and yeah. So and let's look for so U.S. permanent person status will be a U.S. citizen, national, lawful permanent resident, or refugee. How much is this one paying? This is paying $208,000 to $291,000 a year. Damn, that's a lot of money. So OKTA is paying this amount of money for this role, and the role is Enterprise Security Architect. So this is what you'll be doing. Collaborate with architect and engineering team to assist and explain risk, threat, exploits to make risk-informed security decisions. So yeah, you should have this, because this is more of a senior role job. Yeah, that make that kind of money. And they have the enterprise security. Let me see. Enterprise security architect, security ops. So this is also exactly the same thing, and they are also paying. Did they state how much they're paying for this? Let me check here. I'm sure they'll be paying exactly the same amount of money. Yeah, but when you come to the OKTA website, they have a lot of job openings. So project manager, access management. This is San Francisco. I don't think that these are all remote jobs. I'm sure. Yeah. So preferred skill, familiar with OKTA and how the OKTA technology works for asset and identity management. Technology Active Directory, you're familiar with Active Directory, Azure AD, and other access management offerings in the market, such as Ping and Ping Federate. And they are paying $140 to $189 for this position, and almost $200 a year. What you define and execute the roadmap of Federation authentication platform as OKTA, set product strategy and vision for your product area, and evangelize the strategy to internal and external stakeholders. So product manager, access management, San Francisco. This is not remote. I don't know why they don't make these jobs remote. All right. So that is it. Now I'm going to go to LinkedIn and then Indeed and let you see how much they are also paying for that. The OKTA certification. So we have Indeed, and let me go to Google here and then show you what is the salary for OKTA certification. So let's ask Google. Okay, so when you look here, this is talent. Let me go to ZipRecruiter. So ZipRecruiter here shows that on average, this is national average. All right. So the average wage is 62.66 an hour. An OKTA consultant salary. So the nationwide is $63. Yeah. This is a lot of money, right? 66. So this is $63 an hour. So let me bring in the calculator so that you see. So it's going to be 63.3 an hour times 8 hours. Yeah, times 8 hours. Great. Yeah. I think that I wasn't doing it correctly. So 63 an hour times 8, that means 8 hours in a day. So that will give you $504. So this is a day times 5. That is 5 days. Will be 2,520. So in a week, you're making 2,520. So in a week. In a month, 4 weeks in a month. So this times 4 will give you 10,080. That is in a month. So a month you are making 10,000. Having the OKTA certification and experience, you are making $10,080 times 12 months, $120,000, 960. So this is how much you are going to get paid if you have the OKTA certification or the OKTA experience. All right. So, but you look at here, all the cities they've specified it here, all the cities here. You can see that hourly wage. When you look at California is paying 80 bucks an hour. New York City is paying 71. Yeah, and most places too at the same time. Yeah, most places. When you look at the OKTA administrator, how much you're paying for is 56 an hour. Right, and this recruiter gives you all the breakdown. So this is like I told you earlier, this is a 6-figure job. Now, let's open Indeed and then look at something here. Let me just type. Okay, there it goes. So when you look at Indeed here, this is an OKTA engineer. And let's look at the certification that you're requiring. They are looking for okay, here it says a relevant certification such as OKTA administrator, OKTA certified administrator, or OKTA certified professional. So even though they are looking for the OKTA certified administrator certification, or if you have the OKTA certified professional, this job is paying between $118,000 to $150,000 a year. That is a lot of money, man. And the duties that the qualification that you're looking for is somebody who has experience with OKTA Identity Access Management, solid understanding of SAML, OAuth, LDAP, experience with single sign-on, MFA, strong communication documentation skills. Yeah, and you are being paid this amount of money. All right, let's see another one also here. This is Identity and Directory Management Services Senior Engineer, OKTA. And here, this one too, they are paying, they are paying 122K to 154K a year. This was posted just 4 days ago. So you look at what your responsibilities. Let me look at what the qualification, the certification that you're looking for. So here they said that you're looking for somebody who's OKTA certified. So it wasn't really specific whether the OKTA certified administrator or the OKTA professional. They just say that somebody who is OKTA certified. So that's the first thing that you're going to look for. Then somebody who has experience in Microsoft Active Directory, Azure Active Directory, NetIQ, DRA, and all these stuff. All right, PowerShell, Security Plus certification, understanding of Zero Trust, PowerShell, Java, and .NET. Right. Let me look at this one too here. Senior Manager, Architect, Customer Identity. This is OKTA. So let me look at this. This is OKTA. This is actually OKTA. OKTA is the company. And let's see here what that they are requiring. I'm not sure that they are. Okay, so the certification that they are looking for is the OKTA Certified Technical Architect. This is a more senior role, or combination of OKTA Certified Consultant and OKTA Certified Developer will be a plus. So as you can see, this is kind of more advanced, senior, most senior role, because the OKTA Certified Technical Architect is actually there's only 30 people in the world that have this certification. The OKTA Certified Technical Architect. I wanted to say that, but I forgot. It's only 30 people in the world that have this certification. So this is kind of more senior role. Let's take this one. This job is Principal Engineer, Identity and Access Management. Let's see if they require an OKTA. So you see that here they specify OKTA But they don't really mention any OKTA certification, but they're looking for somebody 8 years experience as identity engineer, 6 years experience with implementing SSO and MFA solutions, experience with designing, maintaining an enterprise level identity and access management based on OKTA. So you can see that now they're looking for OKTA person and experience with AWS IAM concept, including SSO, directory services, CM, and other stuff. Right now, I said that I was going to show you LinkedIn. Are they saying? Let's see how much LinkedIn is also paying for. Let me close this one. Let me see if I can pull this one here. Okay, great. So let's look for OKTA. Let me just type OKTA, and then let's see the job that is going to pop up. All right. This is not it. So here, this does not have their how much they're paying. But when you look at this global company, this is they are looking for OKTA engineer, and I think that they are looking for somebody who has OKTA, who is an OKTA professional, administrator certification. So OKTA okay. So they're looking for the OKTA professional certification plus an OKTA administrator certification is required, and then OKTA developer certification is highly preferred. All right. So the developer, okay, now I understand the reason why is a developer, because developer you have to be doing HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React. So now they're looking for somebody who has experience, who has the OKTA developer, because developer you'll be doing all these things. If you're an OKTA engineer, these things, most things like this, you're not really going to do most of these things. These are done by the developers. All right. So if a company is looking for an OKTA developer, then it means that the person will be doing all this HTML, should have experience in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and all that kind of stuff. And they are paying between $55 to $60 an hour. When you scroll down a little bit, you see there's another one. This is from Deloitte. Deloitte is paying OKTA engineer senior consultant between $77,000 a year to $128,000 a year. And this job, they posted this job about 3 months ago, and they keep on reposting this job. I don't know what they're looking for though. But when you come to this one here, this job here is a senior OKTA engineer, and you're paying between $75 to $85 an hour, which I think is a contract. Yeah. Let me go to next. So next here, this is identity engineer, and this is OKTA. They are looking for $90,000 to $110,000 a year. Let me see if there's an OKTA certification requirement here. I don't think so. Yeah, so as you can see, okay, we have let me use this one as the last one. So this is OKTA platform and service engineer. They are paying $92,000 to $196,000 a year, and I think this is not remote. All right, so we understand the standard protocols: HTML, SSL, DNS, SSH, and let's see if they require OKTA certification. I don't see here. 3 years of experience with OKTA. 5 years professional experience with bachelor's degree in computer science. Normally, sometimes if you're applying for a job like this, sometimes just ignore the bachelor's degree, because a lot of hiring managers are not interested in bachelor's degree. They are interested with the person having the skills. The skills is the most important. Having a bachelor's degree does not, if you have a bachelor's degree and then you don't know all the skills, how do you do the job? So a lot of hiring managers are looking for people with the skills. Yeah, they will always choose somebody who has the skills and somebody who has a degree. Degree will not do the job for the hiring manager. All right. So, So I don't really see any certification, OKTA certification, but they just say like they want somebody who has a 3 years experience with OKTA and Auth0, right? Now Auth0, I think OKTA has acquired Auth0, so When you go to the All0 website, you can also learn because I think they do most of the things as OKTA has been doing. I think either OKTA has acquired it or OKTA has partnered with them, something like that. Yeah. But yes, this is basically it. Let's look at the last job here. This is senior OKTA engineer, and you are paying between $119,000 a year to $160,000 a year. Yeah, OKTA certification. So here they are looking for the OKTA certified administrator, and this is how much they are paying: $119,000 a year to $160,000 a year. All right, so yeah, senior product IGA and PAM, OKTA on OKTA. These are some of the OKTA jobs too, but here I don't think that OKTA has listed how much they are paying. Oh yeah, they have it here, $182,000 to $225,000 a year. And with OKTA, normally OKTA workforce, OKTA customer, CID pro certification is strongly preferred. So maybe like, yeah, here OKTA did not really specify the OKTA certification, but they are saying that the OKTA workforce or the OKTA customer. So principally means that if you have the OKTA certified professional certification, you can apply for this job. But to be able to get this job, you should at least have some experience. 10 years experience in technical business and IT roles. I think that it depends on what the job requires, like what you're going to do. So you're going to be a subject matter expert for identity governance and privileged access at OKTA for all workforce personas, fine grained access control certification and other identity governance functions. So this job is basically talking about identity governance in OKTA, right? For the OKTA company. So yeah, if you want to go for this job, yeah, you can go for this job, own, write, and review requirement business partners. So here, this job is actually a combination of identity governance and then business staffs, right? So if you have some business experience, yeah, you can go ahead and then apply for this job. But there's going to be the best practice particular relating to IGA and PAM. PAM is Privileged Access Management, IGA Identity Governance and Access Administration. So yeah, they are paying $182,000 to $255,000. Then we have the Director of Product, OKTA on OKTA. And 112 people have already applied for this job. Wow. So this is, let's look at it. Okay, so basically it's actually the same thing. An extra credit if you have experience, the following: OKTA workforce, OKTA customer, yeah. Data security, and what you be doing: lead OKTA on OKTA product function and assemble a world-class team of identity experts to develop a comprehensive vision for enterprise identity and access management here at OKTA. As a director, you will define. So this is like a director role. Yeah. So this is a lot. Yeah. But at least you've gotten to know how much they are paying for the OKTA certification. So without wasting so much time, it is good. I'm sure somebody will be asking a question: what should I do? Should I go for the OKTA certification? Yes, to be honest with you, you can go for the OKTA certification or let's see, SailPoint. SailPoint is also paying, the SailPoint certification is also paying a huge sum of money. And SailPoint is also, when you look at this SailPoint job here, Principal IAM Engineer, which is a SailPoint focused. So instead of OKTA focused, they are focusing on the SailPoint, and they are paying $166,000 to $170,000 a year. So the OKTA certification is actually paying a lot. The value is great. It's in the 6-figure zone. So if you are going to apply for jobs, or if you're looking for certification in the IAM space, then you should go for the OKTA certification, which can really help you a lot. Yeah, it can really help you a lot. So I've shown you how much it costs, some of the interviews that I did, and how much the companies were paying. It is good that you get the OKTA certification. Some of the jobs that did not really state that They are looking for somebody who has an OKTA certification, but at least somebody who has experience. But to be honest with you, I've lost some jobs in the past because I did not have the OKTA certification. So it is better, even if you have the OKTA Certified Professional Certification, it will help you a lot to, to secure the six-figure job that you're looking for. So if you have any question, you can put it in the comment section, and then I'll respond to it for you. All right, thank you so much for your time. Bye. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right.